Hey guys, I started a little bit early, just hang tight with me. I've got to share this to some groups tonight. So if you're watching the replay, feel free to let me know that you're watching. Just give me just a few minutes here so I can share this. I have to make sure that it posts to Facebook the right way, and then I've got to put it into some groups. But thanks for joining, and let me know you're here. You can hit pound replay if you want. Let me know as you hop on. I think I got 2 more groups, hang on. Okay, we're almost done. Okay, I think I got everybody. Let me just check. No one's on yet, so that's good. Gives me a second. Okay, awesome. Awesome sauce. Let me get back to Renee's party. All right. Letting Renee's friends know we are live. Hello, hello. If you're here, say hey so I can see you. We are about to begin. I am curious if I can see comments. Inez, I see you. Yes, okay, perfect. I can see comments. Okay, welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. We're gonna have some fun tonight. We're switching it up. We're gonna make some enchiladas with a twist, and we're gonna make some queso with a twist, and we're gonna make easy no-bake cheesecake dip instead of cheesecake tonight. So we're gonna go pretty fast, but real quick, let me introduce myself. My name is Tara. I'm streaming on about 5 different pages right now. I'm a homeschooling mom to 4. I got 2 that go to school and 2 that I homeschool, but I've been homeschooling for 10 years. First year that I've had 2 out of the house in a real school. And it is gonna be yummy. I can smell the sausage right now. Oh, so good. Okay, so we have food allergies. Hey, Renee. We have food allergies in our family of 6. And so when I found Epicure, I was excited because it is super difficult when you have a whole bunch of kids and people in your family that you have to do special dietary needs for. And Epicure was the answer for our family. It is 100% nut-free. It is 100% gluten-free. So if you suffer from any kind of allergies, this is your jam. I'm so excited for you because you found something that's gonna work for you. So I know that somebody in this group said that they had a coconut allergy. And there are a few products that have coconut, but lucky for you, I know every single product's allergy information so I can help you out. You haven't made the enchilada. You've got to make the enchiladas. It's so easy. Inez, you're going to see how easy it's going to be. So Epicure, you're like, okay, great. I've never heard of Epicure. Epicure came from Canada. It's been in Canada for 25 years. They just came to the United States roughly 2 years ago. I've been with the company for about a year and a couple months. And I just love the product. It just makes sense for our family. Number 1, I cook for 6, which means that if I'm cooking for 6 with that Epicure, I'm in the kitchen no less than an hour and a half. No, probably about an hour. With Epicure, I'm gonna get dinner and dessert And either I do appetizers or pre-dinner drink, usually in 20 minutes or less. This video may run a little long because I'm introducing Epicure to you, but I can assure you this is quick and easy and it's real ingredients. So if you are watching this and you're part of a party page, look at the very top of your post. You will see something that's called the Never Ever list. This is Epicure's promise to you that you are never going to find these specific ingredients in your food. So I'm just going to give you the highlights. I'm not going to read that entire thing. So artificial flavors, artificial sweeteners, artificial colors. I have a kid who's allergic to food dye. BHA, BHT, bleach flour, that's my whole family. Corn syrup, gluten, that's my whole family. High fructose corn syrup, hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oil, methylparaben, monosodium glutamate, peanuts, my husband's allergic to peanuts, I can't even say it, propylparaben. If you can't say it, you shouldn't even have it. Sodium nitrite, sodium glutamates, tree nuts, and TBHQ. We are 100% peanut free, 100% gluten free, 85% non-GMO, and 88% vegan. That means a lot of our stuff is plant-based product, which is so healthy. And we're not sacrificing ingredients. So I'm gonna quickly, usually I do a separate live to talk about this in party groups, but I did not have time this week. So we're gonna pack it in tonight. So real quick, when you buy products from the store, you're buying all of your ingredients to make food, all of your spices, you need to know that your spices have been radiated, like as in radiation radiated. And they are the equivalent in radiation of about 3,000 x-rays. Why does that matter to me? Because I had breast cancer 4 years ago and I had 18 rounds, it was 18 rounds of radiation. And so it took about 3 years to get the radiation out of my body. And so I don't want to be putting that back in because every time you have radiation or you have x-rays, it shaves time off your life. So I don't want that. Epicure never radiates their products. The reason they're radiated is because they're coming from overseas, right? And then the wholesalers buy them and then make their mixes. We do not use any products from Japan, India, or China. We just don't. We pick the purest forms of any of our spices, and anything that we can get organically, we will get organically. There are some spices that you just cannot buy organically. It's just not possible. They're not available. So you'll notice as you see things, or as I read stuff to you, it's going to say organic cane sugar, organic this, and then you'll see something that says maybe non-GMO. So that's the reason it's not 100% organic, because you cannot find all the spices you need for all of this to make it all organic. So I hope that helps. I hope you got a better understanding. Our motto is real food, real fast. So we're not putting junk in your system. Their whole purpose, the whole reason the company exists, is to get people back in the kitchen and cooking real ingredients for their families. We have something called Better Than Takeout Kits, which I sent a video. If you're in Renee's party, there's a video that I posted. I think you get 30 points if you watch it. All I did was introduce kits. We have, and my favorite kits are the Good Greek Real Fast, Good Mexican Real Fast, and Good Asian Real Fast. But we also have Good Burgers Real Fast, and we have, that's right, Ashley is good. And we also have a August special where you get one whole month of food that's fully menu planned. Where to put fully menu plan. The cost per meal is $2.50. They give you their grocery list to go with it. So it tells you exactly what you need. It tells you what your pantry staples should be so you can cross it off when you're doing your grocery pickup. And they get, this is just July's. I didn't print out August yet. But this is like an example of what it's going to look like. So you'll get 4 weeks plus 2 extra meals. That's roughly $85. And let me tell you, it is worth it, because if you are going to Chick-fil-A, and I picked Chick-fil-A because that's my Jesus chicken and I love it, but for a family of 6, we spend $50 for all of our family to go pick up drive-through. If you're a family of 4, you're averaging between $30 and $40. If I save you one drive-through meal for the month, I've more than helped you halfway pay for one whole month worth of meals. And August bundle is amazing. So when you get, let's say you get the Good Greek Real Fast, you're gonna get menus to go with that as too, like 5 recipe cards. So I'm just gonna name some of the few real quick, and then we're gonna start cooking. So for the Asian, you'll get soba noodle salad, Asian tacos, easy Asian lettuce wraps. It's a really good recipe. Quesadillas with the Mexican. You're gonna get burritos, enchilada. And then, yeah, that's all I got so far. So yeah, you're gonna get recipes and all the products are fantastic. So what we're gonna use is actually one of the products from the Good Mexican Real Fast, which is enchiladas tonight, okay? All of our products are super easy to make. The ingredient list is really low. You're not grabbing 10 things, and it's all really health conscious. Low sodium. So if you struggle with salt, it's already low sodium, very low sugar for people who have to watch their glycemic index. And if you can tolerate salt, I will tell you add salt to the product because they want the product so that people with any kind of dietary need can eat this. So we use pink Himalayan sea salt in our family. So, and I load it up just so you know. Okay, so tonight we are making enchiladas, we're making the cheesecake, and we're making the queso. We're doing everything with a twist. I'm gonna start with the enchiladas. And what I will be doing is kind of following the recipe on the back. As you get to know me, you'll find that I'm not really a recipe follower. I don't love to follow recipes. But this video will be up, and it's up on my YouTube channel as well. So you can just find Tara Norman on YouTube, and you can find all the videos I've ever done with Epicure. So you'll always be able to find this if you're like, yeah, she did it differently, but I don't remember what she did. You can also always reach out to me as well and find me on Epic Eats with Tara. That's my personal VIP group to follow along with what I do from here on out. All right, so this is the enchilada mix, and let's see. This is the product. If this was smell-o-vision, you would be hungry right now. I know I've got a bunch of East Coasters right now, so it's like 7, well, I don't even know what time it is, 7:15-ish your time. So you're probably already eaten. So what this is to do is in a 4-cup microwavable bowl, you're gonna mix this with 3 tablespoons of tomato paste and 1.5 cups of water. So this is our 4-cup prep bowl from Epicure. I love this thing. I mean, I use it all the time and I have 2 of them. They come with a silicone lid, so it's really perfect for like salads to take wherever to work or whatever, and just have them in the fridge. Just legit love these. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I've already got my 1.5 cups of water. I'm gonna add in my enchilada mix, and then I'm gonna add in, so I used tomato paste earlier this week and I saved it. I had it, here it is. So we're gonna add 3 tablespoons of that. 1, 2, and 3. And I'm just gonna kind of stir it in. Now when we're making the enchiladas, the recipe on the back says to use black beans. My husband suffers from diverticulitis. He's actually having a bout right now because he got a hold of some borracho beans. He should not be eating beans. But you know, we live in Texas and he can't help himself. I don't blame him. The borracho beans are really good. So he got a hold of some beans, and poor guy is like working through the diverticulitis right now as we speak. But so we don't do the black bean recipe that's in this, just so you know. But you are gonna watch me, because usually when I make this for parties, I just do cheese enchiladas because my kids like it. Sometimes I'll throw in their chicken, I'll throw in beef, but tonight we're gonna use some sausage. And we're gonna mix it up. And then our queso is gonna have sausage in it too. So really give those good flavors. Okay, so we're gonna pop this in the microwave for, let's see, you're gonna put it in there for 2 minutes, okay? Uncovered. You're on top of my microwave. And then what we're going to do is, let me see what the next steps are. I should have it memorized by now. We're gonna add 1 teaspoon of coconut oil and juice, and then we're done with that. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do then is I'm gonna get our enchiladas ready. So this is our multi-purpose steamer. It's $44-ish, and you can make anything in this thing. I make popcorn in it. We make corn on the cob in it. I make potatoes in it. I make rice in 15 minutes in this. My kids make their own rice in this. It is amazing. So what we're gonna do is we're making our enchiladas in it, and it's so fast, so fast. So I get about 6 enchiladas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enchiladas, I think, when I make this in the multi-purpose steamer. And then I always serve it with either a salsa, a queso, or a guacamole dip. When you order the Good Mexican Real Fast, you get the guacamole dip and you get it's called poco picante, and it helps you make your salsa. And here's a cheater's tip. If you order the Good Mexican Real Fast kit and you want the salsa, but you don't want the hassle of like chopping up your own tomatoes and onions, I just get a jar or a can of diced tomatoes, drain the water, and then add it to it. It's bomb. And so, and I even put like cilantro in it, just a little bit of cilantro because we like that flavor because we're in Texas. So let me move this out of the way. We're gonna go ahead and get our enchiladas ready to go. Now I do have a couple kids with dairy allergies. I might make one enchilada with the plant-based cheddar. Why can't I open this? Should be easy, right? Okay. Should be easy. All right, here we go. So we use corn tortillas. If you do not have to be gluten-free, use wheat. We also use siete, but I can't use them for enchiladas because they are frozen and a hot mess. So let me move that. So our sauce is telling us it's ready, but we need to add in I think I said 1/2 teaspoon of coconut oil and some lime. So this is glass, it is hot. Every time I'm live, I'm always nervous that like I'm gonna set something on fire, cut my hand, you know, the whole thing. One time I was doing a live and I grabbed this glass bowl out of here. I wasn't even thinking, oh my word. It hurt, let's just say it hurt, okay? Let me get a fork because I wanna whisk it around. So sometimes there's clumps that form in the bottom when you're doing this. Now this one's not very clumpy. This one actually turned out really well because I mixed that tomato paste in. Okay, so now we are going to add 1 teaspoon of our coconut oil. So this is our 4-in-1 multi-purpose spoon, measuring spoon, and it has all the measurements on it. I use it all the time. In fact, I probably have like 4 or 5 of them. I'm running out of coconut oil. I need some more. We go through coconut oil a lot. Now, it doesn't taste like coconut. Now, if you have a coconut allergy, don't use this. Just use avocado oil. You're gonna be fine. It doesn't really matter, honestly. And it's such a small amount that you're gonna be fine. You could actually get away with not doing the coconut oil, but I think it might give it just a little bit of a smoother consistency. Now, I'm not gonna measure my lime. You're actually supposed to use 1/2 a lime. I ran out of limes, so we like some citrus. And now I'm just gonna mix it. And we're gonna set this aside and it's ready to go. So I'm gonna finish making my enchiladas. Now, if you know anything about corn tortillas, especially when they're dry and they haven't been microwaved or warmed up, they will crack. Honestly, it doesn't matter when you're making enchiladas. My goal is just to get cheese on them and get them in there any way I can. What did you guys have for dinner tonight? I'm super curious what everyone's eating. And while I'm making enchiladas, talk to me. What are you excited about so far? Are you excited about me making queso, enchiladas, the cheesecake? Y'all, the cheesecake. I'm gonna give you a pro tip about the cheesecake. I made some blueberry sauce to go on top. And it is so easy to make the blueberry sauce. You are gonna be like so excited. Belle, do you want an enchilada? Because I can make you a dairy-free one. Sure. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do is I'll just know that the 2 end ones are hers. Let me take that out. So my daughter just came home. So guys, like our house is super busy with 4 kids and then 2 of them in sports now. It's a lot. We got a lot going on. So thank God for Epicure because I don't have to stress out about how long it's gonna take for me to make them food and I can do it really, really fast. So I'm gonna shove 2 on the end for her, so that she has those. Okay, so when you're making enchiladas, there we go, perfect. Okay, leftover pan-seared barbecue chops, rice, oh my gosh, and steamed zucchini. I have been on an okra kick. So I just came back from South Carolina. That's where I grew up, and I forgot how we eat in South Carolina. It's always like fresh peaches or we'll have cantaloupe in the mornings, and then we have a full-on breakfast. And then with every meal, it's sliced tomatoes, and we're having some sort of veggie that's in season. So I was eating this queen corn. I was eating fried okra without the breading because I can't eat it that way. I was eating all the good stuff, and I came home like frying okra like nobody's business because I was like, we need to have some okra. Like, we can't be doing this. Okay, so here's the tip. When you are putting this sauce on top of your enchiladas, First of all, I like to use a soup spoon. Let me grab that. And secondly, make sure all of the tortilla is actually covered, because if it's not covered, what happens is that tortilla cooks and then it gets hard. It's just nasty. So just trust me on this, okay? So I use a soup spoon so I can kind of start off slow and make sure I get every single bit of this covered, making sure you can see. So let's talk about microwave cooking. Tomorrow, if you're in a party, you will see a post hit that is a video about microwave cooking. If you're like, I don't think it's safe, that doesn't make sense to me. Well, it's actually cooked in a steamer using electromagnetic, I guess ions, is that the word? So what happens is as the water molecules, because they're bent, as the water molecules start to heat up through friction, it cooks the food. So it actually is the opposite of what you're thinking, because I was one of those people, I'm a holy mama, and I was kind of like, I don't think so. I don't think we're gonna do the microwave. But when I learned more about it, I realized that I was wrong. This is not really microwave cooking, it's steamer cooking. And it locks in all your antioxidants and vitamins that you would actually lose any other way. So see how I'm kind of, I don't know if you saw me, I'm like pushing down the tortilla in certain areas because I really want to make sure they are covered. I do not want any of my tortillas exposed at all because I don't want them hard. And let me tell you, these are so gooey. We make hamburger meat in this. We make sausage in this. You can fry bacon in this. Eggs. I mean, there's nothing you can't make in this. And it's so, so good. All right, I'm done with this. Hang on. So this is just a really good buy. Like all the consultants and all the people who do parties, the first thing they want to buy is this steamer. All right, we are done with our enchilada mix. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, I'm actually gonna put this on top because of my daughter. Normally I'd put the other cheddar, but, and you're also gonna see that we can put some of the queso that we're gonna make, you can put that on it too. I will let my kids do that once they serve their own plates because we don't want her to have that. Now, here we go. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add sausage on top because I think it's gonna be really, really good. No, I've never done it like this before. It's totally fine though. I love new recipes and I love trying new things. And so we're just gonna sprinkle half because we're doing half of this in our queso and half of this on our enchiladas. I just used a breakfast sausage and we browned it up right before we went live because I just saw the sausage in there. I was like, you know what, we need to use this up. So let's go ahead and put this in our enchiladas. And I'm telling you, I just have a feeling that I'm making a really wonderful creation. Okay, so you guys see that? It's going back in the microwave. When does the sausage go in? She's like, well, tell me about the sausage. Renee had red cabbage, yum, roasted garlic, and herb potatoes and kielbasa. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we are gonna pop this in the microwave on high. It says for about 6 to 8 minutes. Because we're not doing black beans, we do not need to do it that long. So I'm just gonna set that here. We're not gonna do that long at all. We're actually just gonna put it in for about 4 minutes. 4 minutes should be good. Now, because I am using dairy-free cheese, I will tell you it's not on the top. It's not gonna have that glorious, ooey gooey, like beautiful presentation. Dairy-free cheese is plant-based, and so it's not gonna look like that. I'm really sorry. Normally she doesn't eat enchiladas with us, especially when I'm cooking, but she wanted it tonight, so we're gonna, we're gonna do that. We're gonna accommodate that. Okay, let me put this away because now we're gonna start our queso, and I don't think I need this anymore. So let me set this over here. Okay. All right, queso is also super easy. I have many, and my presentation fell. I have many steamers. So here's my second one. We go RVing a lot, and so I just decided I needed to have one in the RV because we don't have a stove. We have a stove, we don't have an oven in the RV. So I do all my cooking in the microwave in the RV, and it works out really, really well for us. So we got a couple of them. I am trying to convince my husband that we need to go back up north to Michigan for fall because last year we did that. It was a bucket list item for me. We went, I got to see the colors change. I got to watch everything fall down. We got to see the first snow, and then we headed home. It was amazing. Okay, ooey gooey queso. It is literally ooey gooey. It is amazing on the enchiladas. Tonight we're actually gonna use it as a dip, and those who want it on the enchiladas can put it on their enchiladas. You love cashew cheese. I have never tried it. Can I find that at the grocery store? I'm assuming it's dairy-free because it's cashew. So I will look for that. Tell me what brand. Send me a screenshot, Renee. She would love that because that's not like amazing. All right, so it says microwave and large microwavable bowl. So you don't have to have this if you're cooking with our products, but it's easy to do it that way. Okay, you're gonna mix 1.5 cups of milk. I already have it pre-measured. So I'm gonna put my milk in with your mix, and then we microwave it on high uncovered for 5 minutes. Then we're gonna add in our cheddar. So I am gonna use real cheese for that because she's not gonna eat this. So hang on, let me grab that. Okay, and then I need to get a fork. So I'm gonna add in, at the end, I'm gonna add in some Rotel tomatoes and some sausage. Do you guys remember how we used to always make this dip in the 90s? Like that was the thing. If you went to like football parties at the house or whatever, you love cashew milk, but you don't skimp on the cheese. You do suffer a little bit. I do too. I will be honest, if I eat a lot of cheese, I can get sick. But I am addicted to feta right now. Wednesdays are usually wind down Wednesdays for me, and I go live in my group, and I usually do an appetizer. I've missed the last 2 weeks because we had some family emergencies, but I have been making this feta dip that is amazing. It uses our Greek seasoning. I put olives, I put banana peppers in it, and a little bit of oil. Oh my gosh, so good, right? Feta is the best. I'm addicted. I gained like 5 pounds. And I think it's because I can't stop eating the feta. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So all I did was mix it around. I didn't even do that great of a job, but it's gonna turn out fine. So I'm pretty sure I read that this was supposed to be, I think I threw away the thing. Did I put it right here? No, I didn't. I think I did throw it away. I'm losing it. Okay, 5 minutes is what I think I remember reading. Yes, 5 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna save this. So that's gonna come out. We're gonna pop this in because our enchiladas are gonna be done. Then we're gonna do our dessert, and our dessert's gonna take like 2 seconds. And then we're all done. So let's take a look. Actually, let me put this in. 5 minutes. Okay, let's take a look at this. All right, oh. So good. The cheese actually melted just a little bit, that dairy-free cheese. So good. Oh my God. Feta and goat cheese. Yes, goat cheese, so good. I like it with a little bit of like preserves in it. Yes, I think we need to share recipes with just cheese. Just cheese, please. All right, this is done. Our dinner is done. So I'm gonna set this right here so it's out of the way. We got our cheese going. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to start our dessert. So we're doing the no-bake cheesecake. I'm kind of following the directions on the back. Okay, this stuff is magic and it's so, so good. So if you want to make a gluten-free graham cracker crust, you're just gonna buy the graham crackers, add some melted butter to it, and press it down into your pan, and then you're gonna put this in. This does not have, you don't have to bake this. This goes in the refrigerator, or you can go in the freezer for 2 hours. Does the steamer get floppy because of silicone? No, not really. I am very careful though when I am removing the lid because it has vents on it. The vents are supposed to help the steam, and I make sure that the vents are not pointed near the handles, that they're pointed this way, because when you lift that lid, and sometimes the lid will pop off if I'm like pulling it out aggressively, I make sure that I move those hands because I don't want to get like burned by the steam. That's happened to me too. So, all right, so the cheesecake, this is literally, let me tell you what, I thought I saw a kid beside me. Here's what's in it: organic cane sugar, lime juice powder, food starch modified, vanilla extract powder, citric acid, and vanilla beans. So whoever has the coconut, you're safe. Sugars, there's only 13 sugars prepared, 9 sugars just with this. Now, we are not gonna actually receive all those sugars because we're not doing it the way that they're doing it. We're not using graham cracker crust. We are using graham crackers. Yeah, we're doing it a little bit different. So you take your cream cheese and your mix, and then we're gonna beat it with our little hand mixer. So I will tell you once it's gonna start to, okay, yeah, this is heavy whipping cream. I thought, oh my goodness, did I just put the whipping cream in the thing? They look exactly alike. So I will tell you when to turn down your volume. I personally don't think it's super loud when I use my mixer, but some people have sensitive ears, so just turn down your volume. I'll give you the thumbs up when I'm all done, okay? So what I'm gonna do is beat this until it's like really whipped and smooth. My cream, oh, I won't talk. I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, my cream cheese was softened, just so you know. So now I'm gonna add in, you're supposed to add in 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. Now, I usually just kind of forget that it says do it slowly, and I've been known to just dump it all in at once. It turns out fine. This recipe is pretty much foolproof. I'm living proof of this because sometimes when I'm talking, I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. So we're gonna try to follow it right this time. It's not gonna make a difference though. We're gonna add in a little bit at a time. So turn it down a little bit. Yum. It's not like, I didn't think so, Inez, but I had somebody tell me it was loud during a live once, and I was like, okay, we'll just make sure we tell everybody to turn it down. Okay, I'm just making sure it's really incorporated. Now you can flavor this with any kind of fruit you want. This one says use lime juice. I don't want lime in my cheesecake. I don't like lime in my cheesecake, but I do love blueberries, I do love raspberries, and I do love strawberries. So, but tonight we had blueberries in the fridge. We usually keep those in the fridge. That's like a staple for us. And so we made a blueberry sauce to go on top, and I'll show you how I did it in just a second. All right, let me check on this. I'm looking in the microwave. Let me check on my cheese dip here. Just see where we're at. I just want to stir it some. We're at the end. I'm going to add in my meat. And I probably won't add in the whole thing of Rotel. I just kind of have to eyeball it. And you do not have to do this step at all. Like, a lot of people love this just by itself, but we like our stuff spicy. So yeah, that looks kind of good. Maybe just a little bit more. And then, okay, and then we're gonna add more cheese to it in just a second, but I'm gonna let this go for another 22 seconds. I think this is done. Let's just look at it. I'm just scraping down the sides and flipping it. I just want to make sure it's really smooth. Yeah, it's good. Now we're going to add in 1.5 cups. I think I'm just going to add in the whole thing. I don't even know how much this is. 8 ounces. We're just going to add it all in because we're making a dip with it. Okay, let me add in my cheddar cheese. And how long does it have to go on? Actually, we don't have to put it back in the microwave. My bad. So, here is our queso. Hang on. Let me get this on a hot pad. I'll put the cheddar cheese on it so it'll melt, and then I'll show you the final product up close. And this is literally ooey gooey queso. It is what it says it is. And it's gonna be so good tonight with all this added stuff because that's how we like it, but you don't have to do it that way. Okay, I'm gonna add in this full thing of whipped cream. I'm gonna make sure it's thawed. And then I don't think I need to use the mixer for this, honestly. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so good. Look how creamy this is and just fluffy. Now, as we hit our fall, you could add in a little bit of pumpkin to this and then use it as a pumpkin dip. Just a little tip. You can add in some pumpkin spice on top of it. Get some graham crackers, put it on top, add in some pumpkin spice. All right, let me get my graham crackers and my blueberries. All right, so here's how I made the blueberries. I took, let me get this out of the way. It's getting crowded over here. I took blueberries and I put them in a pot. I added some sugar. You can use Swerve if you don't use regular sugar. That's what I use. And is this, yeah. Okay, there we go. I added in a little bit of lemon juice and some water, and I put it on the stove to boil down. Then I added in potato starch. Now, you can use cornstarch if you want. Candy chocolate chip? What is this? Candy chip cracker things. What are we talking about, Kelly? Because that sounds amazing. Okay, so I use potato starch. Potatoes, just because we're gluten-free, I know about all these different flours. And potato starch is way better of a thickener than cornstarch. And it happens really, really fast. So this is like, I mean, it is thick, okay? So you can use this as a serve. You can use it whatever you want. I'm just taking our gluten-free graham crackers. Yes, they're very small. Gluten-free, people get gypped out of all the cool stuff. And then I'm just gonna plop my blueberry preserves right on top. It may get a little messy, it's gonna be fine. I'm just putting it on a cake stand so it'll look cute. And we're just gonna repeat the process. Now you can even make ice cream sandwiches out of this. You could take these and freeze them. And we've done that before. They turn out really, really good. But look how cute this is. Oh my gosh. And it's so easy. Bakery sells broken candy shells and people use them with dips. So it'd be, oh yeah. I'm thinking they might cannoli, yes. I'm wondering if those are gluten-free because I'm gonna be looking for those. But you could do all this in so many different ways. And that's it, quite honestly. You could serve this in a champagne glass if you wanted to. Put cookie crumble on the bottom. Just get creative, get creative. My kids just like, if it's dessert, they eat it. They don't really care what it looks like. Sometimes they wanna be fancy, but for the most part, they're just like, feed me. Let me wipe my hands off and then I'll wrap this up. But that's literally it. So we made our queso. Our queso is all done. I'm gonna get a chip and show you what it looks like on our chip. Hold on. Okay. All right, can you see how stringy and just gooey it is and it's falling everywhere? That is good. That was a good idea. A really good idea to add the rotel with it. And then we made our enchiladas, which you saw. Let me put this on here. And even as they've sat here and stayed, oh, I've got the warmer on the bottom of it. There we go. They've stayed warm and look beautiful. And then we made dessert. And I don't know where I'm at on time because I've been chit-chatting a lot, but I know that I did under 20 minutes. The cooking portion of the show anyway. So that's it for me. Renee needs 2 to 3 people to host a party with me. If you host a party with me in August, you will, I think I actually have to do it to September. I'll check. You get $50 and free product. Yes, ma'am. And we have our fall product hitting September 1st. You're welcome, Inez. Happy cooking. Apple butter too. Yes, that would be really good. If you are interested in purchasing something, the link to purchase is up above. Renee has it at the top. It's called the party detail post. It's pinned. If you can't find it, please tag me anywhere and I will help you find it. If you don't know what to order, I suggest ordering like the Better Than Takeout Kits. Like those are, you cannot go wrong with any of those. Order the Good Food for 30 Days August kit. That's a really good one to order too. Dessert wise, grab like the cheesecake, grab Chocolate Temptation cupcakes. Those are my personal favorite. I get chocolate pudding. I know it sounds silly to be buying pudding, but it's really basic ingredients, and we make chocolate mousse with it all the time. And the easiest way to make chocolate mousse with it is follow the directions on the back, then add in heavy whipping cream. That's it. It's perfect. What else do I love? Oh, the lemon curd. Buy that, and then we have a recipe that you can use to make the Starbucks lemon loaf. It's actually better than Starbucks because it doesn't have all the junk in it. So good. You haven't done those yet, Inez. Girl. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks for watching. If you're part of a party, the party will end tomorrow night at midnight. She needs 10 orders of roughly $20 a piece in order to qualify and get all of her hostess rewards. I need 2 people to host a party with me online. This is it. This is all you got to do. Show up to the live. Just help me out. That's it. But let me know if you guys need help. I'm here for you. You guys have a great night. Thanks so much. Thanks, Renee. Bye, guys.